Okay everybody, so I'm going to have to record it this way. I'm not able to flip my phone around unless I'm live. But hopefully I'm not doing a bad job about this because I can't see what I'm doing. I wanted to use the better camera for better pixels to start off with. I got a haircut and a trim, so everything looks a little bit different. Trimmed my hair, trimmed my beard. We're in the Reunion Tower at downtown Dallas. And I'm going to flip the camera around so you can't see me, so I can show you guys all this that's out that way. It's been clearing up. It's a little overcast, but it's not bad. Now, these things right here, focus, go down to the floor, there we go. These things right here, for some reason, they are not that great when it comes to looking through them. You seem a little cloudy. Maybe they need to be cleaned on the inside. I can try, but I can't promise nothing, folks. So this is how we're going to do this. Hey, it's not too bad. Just gotta hold it steady, which is hard to do. Oh! That's because it's partly cloudy in the scope thing, as well outside. But we are in downtown Dallas. I'm going to try and do this video a little bit better and not interrupt other people's videos or photos. Now, I did try to go to, let's see, a better picture of it. I tried to go to this building right here, which is the Bank of America building, the one that's always green in Dallas. It's got new LED lights on it. In the last, I'd say, 7 years, maybe a little less. I don't know. Can't remember. Can't be exact. But it's the one that's usually known to be green. There's another building that's kind of, well, I won't say infamous, but famous for Dallas. This one right here, the one that's green most of the time, it can actually change multiple different colors now. There's the Omni Hotel right there, Dallas Convention Center. That's the Old Red Courthouse right there. It's got some, I'm hoping one day that they'll be done soon with the construction so I can take a look at the outside, video of the outside without it being all covered in lattice, not lattice work, but scaffolding. That's a federal building right there. Train station, or one of them. There's the view to downtown's bottom floor from this area. Be one heck of a drop. Wouldn't that be fun to drop your phone? Because you probably wouldn't get it back. You might get it back, but in about a whole bunch of pieces. So we're taking video of this way because it's the better way to do this. It's really the only feasible way to get this done. I was having some serious issues with reception. To be respectful, I'm not going to put anybody else on camera. There's 35 north. Northbound is that way. There is a man-made waterfall that's back over here by this building. It's kind of cool looking. It's the Coors Light waterfall that, you know, a lot of people pass all the time in Dallas. It's been here for years, since I can remember. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit as best I can without making everything shaky. That right there is the 6th floor depository building where apparently they say Oswald took the shot. Dealey Plaza, right through here where JFK came through and was assassinated. I did make a phone call to that building to find out if I was allowed to take video or photos, and unfortunately they are really strict about their copyright laws. I find that to be just a smidge fishy, but I haven't gone into super depth research about that. Everybody has their thoughts and opinions about that. They say it was a conspiracy. I lean towards that side just a little bit. Yeah, so we're gonna walk around for a minute. I'm gonna try and make this a little short. That right there is the crap house of Luceric Dallas County Jail System. Unfortunately, I spent 7 months there for bullcrap charges and was set free. So that's kind of ridiculous. We don't like that place. That's one of the bridges that's known for Dallas and its skyline. It's recently sort of, no, I wouldn't say it's recently new, but it's one of the newest additions to Dallas downtown. There's one of the other new addition bridges. This one right here, though, has apparently been withheld from people walking across it in this area right through here, due to structural integrity issues a little bit, which I kind of find funny. Like, I'm not no integrity specialist when it comes to bridges, but if you got cars and trucks driving across it, what's a few people? I cannot be certain, as again, I am not a structural integrity specialist or whatever you want to call it. So I could be wrong, it could fall, but like, I doubt it. Like, I really doubt it. Like, they're supposedly getting it to be worked on so that people can cross it. Again, this is downtown Dallas. Hey, there's a pool there. Yeah, so trying to do a video, trying to make some uploads, trying to do what I can. Goes way out there. Now, off in this direction, you have, let's see. Okay, so Carrollton, where I used to live, is over here, way out there. Those buildings right there in the distance, which you really can't see. Zoom in. Not these. Not those. But those. That's North Dallas. It's probably where, no, is it? I can't remember. Let me see. Yeah, that's probably where it's at. That's probably Carrollton, Farmers Branch area. Addison's probably right over here in the distance. Then you got way over here, probably Coppell and Carrollton where I grew up. Well, Coppell where I grew up. Then Flower Mound. You got Plano's way out there. Grapevine probably in that direction a little bit. And I haven't gone in this direction. Well, this one goes out to West Texas, out in this direction. This is the direction we used to take, me and my mother, years ago, to Mineral Wells, Texas, Powell County, Parker County. So yeah, we got the Dallas Convention Center right here, coming up into view. I hope I'm not making everybody seasick. The Omni Hotel, which I tried to mention the first time, I don't know if it's on this video that I mentioned, but we're mentioning it now. Yeah, so we're up here. This is a view of the downtown Dallas. Let's see, let's point out a few other things. That right there, that's another federal courthouse. That's a federal courthouse right there. That's littered with cameras, and particularly, I've wondered if we should do an audit on that building, but I'd want to start a new page to do that. Or you can go check out News Patrick now. He's pretty good at what he does. I'm sub to him. He's been doing a lot of audits, trying to basically just get, video information about how things are being done, whether they're being done right, and check him out. If you like it, sub up. He's pretty cool. I sub to him because he's been in some of the areas where I've been previously harassed. So, and then we've got, let me see, I forget what road that is right there. I'm not too familiar with downtown Dallas, but it's really high. We're about 34, 36 floors up, and then here in a second I'm going to walk in and try and do video of some of the paneling that, or the big giant iPads they got that basically explain some things about downtown Dallas. Where is that? Okay, so in this view, right about there, I believe that in this area. Right over here is the American Airlines Center where the Stars and the Mavericks play. Concerts included and everything. Up there's the Star Train. I believe it's called the Star Train. I forget. It's coming into station. 34 to 36 floors up. View of it coming into the station. This particular train, I believe, goes all the way to Fort Worth. You can buy a DART pass. Once you buy a DART pass in any of the train stations or buses, it is good to ride this train, DART buses, DART trains, the green line, red line, blue line, orange line. I think it's even partially good for some of the Denton train that's way out in this direction. But that is, yeah, so figured I'd do some video, make some content, upload something. There's some pretty ladies next to us. They're enjoying their day. It's like maybe a tea or a beer or something. I don't know what time it is. It's a beer. But we're gonna go inside. Oh, here's our local Dallas World Trade Center right here. Right there. That building right there. Tip of my finger. That is our Dallas World Trade Center. It's not big. You can probably understand why. They're having a bridal show. No, bridal show was a couple weeks ago, a week or so ago. They're having a boat show there. So, I'm hoping to take some other views of Dallas. To be polite, I'm going to go down to the ground and we'll walk inside this way. Okay, we're going to walk inside before there's no one staying in the lane. We got these to look at, apparently. Let's see what it does. Okay. Dallas landmarks. Highlights. From here to there. Zoom. November 22nd, 1963. Ooh, this is cool. Wow, that's pretty neat. Points of interest. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, so some of the things that I've already pointed out, such as the 6th floor museum depository building where Oswald took the shot. I think it's called Red Brick, Red Courthouse. Let me see. Historical Plaza, Old Red Museum. It was courthouse apparently. You got your Bank One building, as I said before. Bank of America. My apologies. You've got, let's see what this is. The veiw building. You've got Comerica Bank Tower, Dallas. Renaissance Tower, as everyone has probably heard of. And then this one is the Fountain Place. I don't know why it's called that. That is that video. I mean, not video. Oh! Let's move a little bit. Let's hold this down. Convention Center. Dallas Convention Center, of course. This one's probably not going to light up. Of course not. Points of interest. See what oh! I don't know why it keeps doing that. Dallas City Hall. That is one of the major buildings in Dallas. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but we're going to deal with it. Let's see what this one is. The J. Eric Johnson Central Library. Yep, that's the Central Library. I was in there for a job fair the other day. Okay, we got Trammell Crow Center. Okay. The Perot Museum of Nature and Science. I might have to go there one day. Maybe. That is the American Airlines Center. I was wrong about pointing that out. Anyways, of course you got Dealey Plaza. We got the 6th floor museum at Daily Plaza, the Texas School Book Depository, where it was supposed to be. I'm taking the shot. Dallas Holocaust Museum. Don't really know what that's about. We might go in there one day and see what it's about. I don't know if they'll let us take video or not. Let's see. Zoom or scan. Aha! Looky here. So, this is a picture of before this bridge was finalized. The one that I showed you a minute ago. Before it's finalized, I believe this is it or redone. Now, that bridge has actually been there a while. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the picture. Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. Again, I've already pointed that out outside. You know what that is? Dallas County State Justice System. I really find that to be a load of crap. We're going to go to my view. See, okay, that's where we're standing, basically. As you can see, there we go. Go to the main menu real quick. I want to go to this. See what it says. "23 seconds. We have audio. See if it'll pick up on my microphone. Apparently, we don't hear the audio.
My name is Clinton J. Hill.
Ooh.
I am the last survivor of those who were on the presidential car. At the time of the assassination, I was 31 years old and had been in the Secret Service 5 years. My assignment was to provide protection for Mrs. Kennedy. The mood on the aircraft flying into Love Field was jovial. The crowds were exuberant, they were large, they were very happy to see President and Mrs. Kennedy. From the Secret Service point of view, each stop was a little different, but we had the same concerns in all of them. Even though the bubble top was not bullet resistant, it was somewhat a sense of protection. We preferred that it be on, but the President preferred always that it be off. We knew they wanted maximum exposure. We tried to minimize that as much as we could. Security and politics is somewhat like oil and water. They don't mix too well. As we entered downtown, it became apparent that the crowds were going to be considerably larger than they were in other areas of the city. We had the assistance of motorcycle escort, but also of concern to us was the fact that there were high-rise buildings, windows open, people hanging out, and people on balconies where there were balconies. We never ruled anything out. Everything was always considered possible, and so we were looking at everything we could look at. And I wanted to be in close proximity to prevent anything from happening. So periodically, I would get up on the back of the car, and so I could be close to Mrs. Kennedy. When assassination occurs, such as occurred in Dallas in 1963, you must remember that the first shot that's fired is what I call free, because you have no idea it's coming. You can't do anything to react prior to its being shot because you're unaware of it. So everything begins after that shot is fired. All four of us agents who were riding on the running boards of halfback looked toward where the shot came from. What that meant really was that I, who was on the left front portion of the running board, looking toward that shot, scanned the back of the presidential vehicle and saw what happened in the car. The other agents, in looking toward that shot, never realized that he had been hit for the first time. It was actually too late for any of the other agents to react or do anything. I saw the president grab at his throat and violently move to his left. I knew something was wrong, and so I jumped from the follow-up car and ran toward the presidential vehicle with the objective of getting up on top of the rear of the car to form a shield behind President and Mrs. Kennedy. They tell me that during the process of my running, there was a second shot. I did not hear it. But the third shot I heard and I felt. I got up on the back of the car and Mrs. Kennedy came out on the trunk. She didn't know I was there. I grabbed her, helped her into the back seat. As soon as I saw the president lying in Mrs. Kennedy's lap, his eyes fixed, I assumed the wound was fatal. I turned and gave a thumbs down to the follow-up car crew so that they would know that we were in a very serious situation. I had wedged myself into the top of the back seat of the car between the left and right sides, but I maintained my balance as best I could. It seemed like an eternity before we got there. They went as fast as they possibly could, getting us to Parkland Hospital. Mrs. Kennedy had the president lying with his head in her lap. She wouldn't let go of it. I pleaded with her to please let us help the president. And at first she didn't respond. And then I realized that the problem was she didn't want anybody to see the condition he was in. And so I took off my suit coat and I covered his head and his upper back. And when I did that, she let go. We lifted him up, put him on a gurney, and we took him into the emergency room. It was 27 years before I came back to Dealey Plaza in 1990. And then I went up to the 6th floor to look from the position where the shooter had been. I looked at all the angles, the weather conditions at the time, where all the cars were, and came away knowing that I had done everything I could that day. There wasn't much more I could have done. I would hope that no one blames the city of Dallas or the people of Dallas for what happened here. What happened in Dallas was a lone gunman, his name was Lee Harvey Oswald, decided to take action by himself and fired 3 shots in Dealey Plaza. And all 3 of those shots were fired from the same location, the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Department. One of those shots was a fatal shot to the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy.
Sorry for the coffee. Now I'm hoping all that showed up on the video, including, well, more so the the audio. If it didn't, then bear with me. I apologize. Dallas Landmarks. I don't really have a lot of time. I need to go get some lunch, and I got to get back in a certain time to get lunch. So I want to see what this is. The Pegasus Magnolia Hotel. If you would like to see this, you can pause it excuse me, and read it, because I gotta make this short Gonna go back. Of course, we got your American Airlines Center. We know about that. And look all that up. Let's see what this is. Dallas Arts District. Pause and read. Is that gonna make this a little short? I gotta cut it short soon. Nature and Science. That is somewhere I'm hoping to go. I think that'd be pretty cool to go check it out. Okay, let's see. World Aquarium, I've been there, but deleted some of the videos. I'm thinking about going back and redoing it this way, but I'm not 100% sure. Probably worth it. Okay, we got one or two more. Clyde Warren Park. Ain't nothing super fancy about that. It's just a bunch of a place for a bunch of people to hang out. Other than that, that's pretty much what we got. Let's see what this is. Okay, we already did that. Let's do this and then that. Of course, we'll do this. Memorial Plaza of JFK. I walked right past that on the way over here. Pause and read if you'd like to. Other than that, that has been our video for today. I might see if I can get one going down the elevator. It's nothing special. But anyways, I'd like to thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Y'all stay awesome, stay groovy, save a life, and love.